This week we travel from Saverne up the Arzviller plain incline and through 2 tunnels and then return back to Strasbourg. In this building they have a permanent exhibition on Louise Weiss, and she was an amazing woman, a humanitarian, journalist, feminist and a politician. Well worth looking her up. She's really, really interesting. Because Mum was with us for only such a short time, we needed to crack on, so we took off up to go through the Arzviller Lift. We've got a 1911 brick on this side of this lock, and then on that side of the lock we've got a 1945 one, so they must have redone that wall, I'd say. But very nice. Yeah. Yeah. And then we've got 2 boats waiting to come the other side, so we only just made it in, which was quite good timing. We're just discussing that these little grooves here, one there, are really nasty for getting your rope stuck in. If you're not careful, if you're going down, get it wedged in there, you'll hang your boat up. So this is Lutzelberg, which we've just been going through, and it is just beautiful. There is a big ruin just up here, so we're going to see on our way back. We might stop and check it out. So we're in the lock and we're just waiting, and they've got cherries for sale for €4 for a half kg, so I thought we'd get some. Which one looks the best? Get that one there. Look at that, yummy! So we're coming up to our last stop, last lock before the lift. Make sure nobody's coming around the corner before us. Train bridge. So we're just coming up to the Arzviller Lift. There it is there. Oh my gosh, it's exciting. Not quite sure what we're doing, but we're going to work it all out. It says to come in and drive and park on the right bank, so we're going to work it all out. So these 3 boats have just come out of it, so we're assuming that we can go in with this boat just in front of us. Yeah. It's all quite exciting. Yeah, we'll just follow him. And we go in there, and it's like a big bath, and it closes off, and then the whole thing gets lifted up the hill. And then you carry on the canal up the hill. Very cool. Yeah, he just snugly fits in there, doesn't he? So this has just dropped down behind to us, and we're all ready to go. We're tied in with another boat. And we're going to go up there.
It was incredibly smooth travelling up this lift and quite, fascinating. It had replaced 17 locks up a valley further up, and which used to take about 8 hours to go up. And it only took us about 20, or not even that, to get up there. Very, very smooth and just such a great feat of engineering. It took 4 years to build, and the first boat went up in 1969. The lift up is 44.5 metres up here that you travel, and the counterweights are 850 tonnes. Those are those big boxes that you see sliding down the hill.
So that door there is the actual door onto the canal. So it's got a tiny little spouting water leak there, but it seals obviously very, very well. So they'll lock us into there and open it up, and then we'll get on our way. Very cool. So this is at the top of the lift. You can come into the room and see the machinery for the and the making of it. It took them 4 years to make it. They started making it in 1964 and finished it in 1968. So it's quite a bit of engineering. Very, very clever. Very cool. So we're up in that room up in there. So you can see the great big cables that hold those counterweights. Wouldn't want one of them to snap. So it's lunchtime and we've just walked back to the lock to see. So that is the bathtub that we were in and lifted up in the hill, which is quite cool. And so this is the big shutter that comes down. And then I'll walk over here. And you can see it from the top. So we came round the corner into there, into the lap, and then came up the hill. Just around the river bend, and we've got a tunnel. Woohoo! So we've got the green light, so we can go into the tunnel. This is about 2.5 k's long, this tunnel.
We had about 1/2 metre either side of the boat, and it was lovely and cool in there. And on the left you can see there's a railway track, and they used to pull the old boats with a tiny little train sort of vehicle that was sort of a monument in the little town before we came through.
That's all that little leafy weed that we went through.
Yep.
This morning we are off. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and we're turning around and we're going back through the tunnels and down the Arzviller Lift, Arzviller or something, just because we've got to get back to Strasbourg for Mum and I to go to England. So yeah, it's been nice up here. It's been lovely, lovely trip up. Very interesting going through the lifts, but Nidderville didn't have much at all of interest. But nice day today. Weather's a bit nicer, so we'll be heading back. Shutting it up behind us. You've got the amazing view from here. So we just stopped in Arzviller and we're going to go and check out what's around and go and hopefully walk up to the castle, which is up on the top of the hill up there. So we've found the track up to the chateau ruins, but it's fairly rugged going. I'm hoping Mum's going to be okay. It keeps on going, stairs and stairs. Mum's doing really, really well. You can see it, yay! Mum and I were just discussing that how romantic old ruins are, and that we would have been the scullery maids in those days, no doubt. But you wonder about the lives of the people that have lived and shared in this piece of land, and the building itself. The history must be quite incredible. And there's a bloody car park up here. Unfortunately, we don't have a car. But we've done well. So we've finally made it up to it. It's pretty cool. So we're just noticing there's a whole lot of little stone, holes in all these rocks up here. And Mum's just telling me those are from the clamps that they put on it as they pulled them up, which is quite interesting. See, Mums know everything.
They have got a few up here.
Yeah.
It must have been built at different times.
Tone reckons it's 1894 that this was built, but it's completely hollow inside. There's a few windows on the other side, but not sure what it is. And the walls are like 2.5 metres thick. Found any signs telling us what's going on here, but this looks really interesting, and you can see it was obviously all painted blue, and these have got like a bit of a red residue on it, so it must have been quite stunning in its time, but quite interesting, all the symbols. So this was obviously the entranceway and that, but we're just saying there's several different dates of building, with some with the round doorways and then some with square and that, so it'll be interesting to do a bit of research on the actual castle. So this would have been, that's where the entrance is, so this would have been like a drawbridge thing. So I've got a big like moat, grass moat, to stop the invaders. And that's our walk back down the hill down there. We'll have to take it very careful. Mum. So we're back to the boat. Mum's way back at the lock. We're going to pick her up at the lock. Her knees are a bit sore. She's done extremely well going up that hill. It was quite a rugged climb, but well worth it. The castle was really, really interesting. We're definitely going to do some research tonight on it. Just so many bits there that we really want to find out what it was about, really. So we're going to head on our way, see if we can get down the track a bit further. At this little clues, they were selling jars of honey, which are from those hives that we saw earlier on, the brightly coloured ones on the roofs. It was very yummy. So we're at lock 23, coming back down. We're sharing the lock with a man. You can just hear the train going past in the distance. I think there's a little Jeep there that you can hire. All the pigeons coming down for a drink in the evening have been buzzing around, and we couldn't work out what was going on, and now we've realised we're down far enough for them to come in and have a drink. So just leaving Saverne, had a lovely stay here, and been had a chat to a guy, Mac, who lives on his boat over here, and he's given us good advice for getting our way to Chalon-on-Champagne due to low water in certain areas, but it's been really nice heading back to Strasbourg. Very full. Lift it up. That's it. Well done, Mum. Did you get that? Finally stopped for the night. It's 6:15 and we're in a place called Waltenheimen-sur-Zorn, I think it's pronounced. But quite a nice little port, and nice little houses here, and we're in the shade of a great big, I don't know what that is for, grain or something, but it's giving us some nice shade in the evening. Very cool. Been a bit windy today. This is the side of this barn, and you can see that it's got the weaving, the wicker sort of weaving, and then they've filled it with clay. The whole side of it, it's all exposed, it's not painted or anything. Looks very, very old. Quite incredible.